Isang nakakagulat na revelasyon, lalo na sa mga tagahanga ni Nadine Lustre nang inamin ng kanyang non-showbiz boyfriend na si Christoph Barrio, na minsan, na nitong naranasan ang malagay sa bingit ng kamatayan. Sa kanyang social media account, ibinahagi ni Christoph ang pagkakaroon ng cancer, 3 taon na ang nakalilipas. Ayon sa kanya, ni sa hinagap ay hindi niya naisip na ibabahagi niya sa publiko ang kanyang naging karanasan sa pagkakaroon ng naturang karamdaman. Ayaw kasi niyang makaramdam ng awa ang ibang tao sa kanya. At habang abala siya sa pakikipaglaban sa sakit, ay marami naman sa kanyang paligid ang namamatay, kaya pakiramdam niya ay mali ang magsabi ukol sa pinagdaraanan. This was something I never thought I'd share at all on social media. Maybe I never did because I preferred not to be seen as the victim or to use this illness to appeal for pity. And while I was successfully overcoming it, I saw many around me losing their lives trying to, so it didn't feel right to talk about myself. But around 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, and I was told I only had a few weeks left to live. I experienced the darkest sensation of fear, which is something I thought I had already known because it wasn't the first time I was in a life-threatening situation. But this was different. The enemy was invisible and deep inside my own body, a body I never doubted before at the age of 27. There is no shame in acknowledging I was scared, but I was also angry and frustrated at life. I thought, I'll never have kids, my own family, or finish what I started in Siargao. I will never get my first barrel surfing. Why is this happening to me? Why me? Felt so full of life, and suddenly, finding out I had a couple weeks left to live was devastating, to say the least. At that point, I was about to choose to stay put in Siargao, live the best I could out of my last days, and not even bother trying to cure myself since I thought there was not much hope left. A couple days later, while trying my best to accept my fate between fear, anxiety, anger and frustration, I learned from other doctors that there was a chance to heal, but I had to drop everything, leave immediately, and go back to France to a specialized hospital. They discovered I had a very rare type of lymphoma, and even mentioned it was so rare they had no statistics of survival, but that they were still hopeful, and my 6-month treatment started. Not only was I lucky enough to benefit from the best treatments available from the leading cancer research in Europe, but all of this was completely free of charge thanks to the rights the French fought for. It just makes me think how unfair it can be in other countries when something as bad as this hits. After only 2 months of intense chemotherapy and immunotherapy, I was in full remission. Something I learned from this, going through all the terrible side effects of the chemo, is that despite everything, my life goals did not change at all. I wanted to get back on my feet as fast as possible and continue everything I started, but with more intention and even more motivation. When it comes to advocacies, it was a brutal reminder that life is fleeting. We do not have the luxury to wander and be mindless. I want to be mindful and conscious in every action. The best I can do is to lessen the suffering and cruelty around me, and promote kindness and compassion towards all forms of life, human and non-human. Our lives are way too precious to be wasted. In the same breath, other lives are too sacred to be robbed from them, too. I have no pretension of changing the world or saying anything revolutionary, but simply hoping some readers will realize they should not wait for life to hit them hard to realize all of this. I can make mistakes, I can make bad decisions, but one thing never want to have again is regrets. Live and let live. I can never thank enough everyone who supported me during these tough times, my partner at the time, my family and my friends. Marami naman ang na-inspired at naiyak at nagpasalamat pa sa kwento ng life and death ni Christoph. Ano naman ang masasabi mo dito? Ibahagi ang iyong komento.